All right, bet, cool.
All right. So just for right now, just introduce yourself, who you are, what team you play for, and where you are right now.
All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris Parson, quarterback, class of 2023, and I go to Ravenwood High School. And right now, I'm in Dallas, Texas. I'm back home in Dallas. We're in a dead period right now in Nashville for football. So I'm in Dallas right now with some friends and family, getting ready for this 4th of July weekend. So yeah,
How have the visits been going? You've probably been to a couple this summer. How have they been going?
they've been going great, man. June was a really big month for me, and I enjoyed it all, especially being able to get back on campuses and things like that. So um, the visits went great. I enjoyed a lot of them, and yeah, it was really fun.
So you haven't been shy to say that FSU has always been your dream school.
Yeah.
Aside from the family ties, what do you think makes FSU different from the other programs?
I mean, it has to go back to the tradition, you know, back going all the way back to '90s. Florida State's a program that's always been respected in college football, and it's always been a program that I've looked at as one of the top programs when it comes to prestige and being respected amongst other college football teams and college football fans. So, um, yeah, Florida State, whenever they're on top of college football, football's fun to watch. So, um, yeah, the
And
prestige
we
behind Florida State, the tradition, it's a whole lot that goes into it, that makes Florida State Florida State. So, yeah,
college football is just better when the Seminoles are better.
exactly, no
So
doubt for
you
sure.
got a chance to meet Coach Norville and the staff in June. What was it like finally meeting them in person?
It was awesome, man. They welcomed me and my family in with open arms, and it was real dope. Finally getting down there. They welcomed my whole family in. As soon as we pulled up, they had the whole staff waiting on me, and so that was a great moment right there. Just being with them throughout the whole day. Getting a feel for them. You can kind of try to feel somebody, through FaceTime and things like that, but actually being there with them in person, that was the best thing that could have happened because I really enjoyed it and I love being around them and things like that. So yeah.
So what do you think is the most important features for a player when they're going to visits? Is it just the home feeling? Or are they looking at the atmosphere? Do they have to have a connection with each of the coaches? What is it like?
Uh, I think it would have to, mostly be about, a home feel because, whenever we commit to a school, we're committed to be there for the next 3 to 4 years. So you have to take into consideration the fact that you're going to be living there on that campus. You're going to be getting, watched over by those coaches. And, most importantly, we're going to be on our own. We're used to being with our families, growing up. And, once we hit 17, 18, going into college, we're basically entering, the first step into manhood. So I would say a home feel that would be really important. A relationship with coaches as well, because while you're away from your family, they're gonna be there for you at all times, where they should be. Whenever you're in a family type atmosphere, and that's something that I think is at Florida State, for sure, no doubt. So,
In June, you finally got to put on that FSU jersey. What was it like
yeah,
wearing the garnet and gold and seeing the stadium?
man, it was awesome, man. It was dope. Finally getting on the uniform. Uh, I ended up wearing the all black, the alternate uniform, so that was real cool as well, man. So I had a real nice photo shoot. They had the music playing and things like that. The tomahawk chop and stuff like that. So it was real cool. I felt the vibe in there. It was great. And then seeing the stadium, I actually got to talk to Coach Norvell, and while we were in his office looks out over the stadium. So I got to look at the stadium, man, and just look at all the all the empty seats that will be filled this year. Due to full capacity now. So yeah, man, it was real nice, and I enjoyed it all.
Now we have those new white helmets on those white powder blue jerseys. How do you feel about those?
And those are icy, man. Those go hard, no doubt. I can't wait to see them wear them this year. It's gonna be real nice.
Yeah, so you have a great relationship with Seminole legend Terrell Buckley. I think he's your cousin, is what I've heard.
Yeah,
How has
yeah,
he
that's my
helped you?
cousin.
How has he helped you in the recruiting process?
We he mostly talks to my dad, but we've talked before. I actually got to meet him. Uh, like I got to talk to him in person earlier in June before I went to Florida State, and he was just giving me words of encouragement. Just telling me soak it all in. This recruiting process. You only get one, so um, he was just letting me know that he's just proud of me and things like that. Our whole family down on the coast of Mississippi, they're all proud of me and things like that. So I didn't take his words lightly. Coming from him, being at Florida State and then playing in the league, it meant a lot to me. So yeah.
How has he helped you when you started playing football, like in high school, maybe in little league? Has he been talking to you? Has he given you advice?
Well, he normally would talk to my dad, and so him and my dad they grew up together whenever they were kids and things like that. So they got a real close relationship, and they just used to keep in touch. My dad, keep me posted on things, that I was doing in little league football, things like that. Especially whenever we went back home to Mississippi. So yeah, he's always kind of been in the loop, when it comes to seeing my progression all the way from being a kid to now. So yeah.
So let's say I'm a scout. We're talking to each other. I'm maybe giving you an offer. How would you describe yourself as a player? And how would you describe yourself from other quarterbacks in the class?
Well, first off, I would say I'm a very intelligent player. I'm a very intelligent quarterback. Um, I have great arm talent, and I can also use my legs when needed. I love to study the game. Um, I love football without a doubt. And I'm just a student of the game. I love watching football. I love watching film. I love learning, and I feel like you can tell that whenever you see my game. I love to study the game. Uh, I'm always in the playbook, especially with me, transferring to a new school. Huddle's been my best friend. Watching film from our team from last year. So yeah, I love getting my guys the ball. Receivers, running backs. I feel like playing the quarterback position. A big part about playing quarterback is being a leader, and I feel like I bring that to the table as well. And something that separates me from other quarterbacks um, around the country that are in my grade is that I feel like I have the it factor. Um, you know, I feel like I can make plays regardless if we're up, down. Uh, Whenever we need a play, I can make the play. No matter how bad things get, I feel like I can always come up whenever the team needs me, and I can deliver.
So last week we saw you post another one on your Instagram story. The Seminoles have been on an absolute tear recently in the recruiting
Yeah,
process. What are your
yeah.
what are your takeaways from Norbo's success in the recruiting process?
I mean, it's been pretty obvious, man. Had a lot of big time guys committing this past weekend, and had another one either yesterday or the day before. And there was some good linemen in there that committed as well. So me playing quarterback, linemen, they're my best friend. Those are my guys up front. So I'm definitely taking notice of the guys that are committing to Florida State. And yeah, it's just a part of weighing my options. I'm always going to be in the loop when it comes to things like that. So I was just sending out a tweet to let everybody know that I'm watching. So yeah.
Yeah, Norval's always been looked at as a great recruiter, and the first year that he's been with us, he had the 23 ranked recruiting class. But the first year that he's actually had people on campus, had people for official visits. Now we have the number 3 recruiting class. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's just a testament to what type of guy he is. And I saw that firsthand whenever I got to talk to him, and he talked to my family in his office. And man, Coach Norvell, he's just a great guy. I can tell he's about the kids. He loves his kids. He loves the players, and he loves FSU football. So when you put all those together, you're gonna get a guy like him, a guy that players are gonna want to play for. So um, it makes sense that guys that are with high caliber on the high school level are committing to go play for him someday.
So right now the Seminoles hold 3 commitments for the class of 2023. How
Mm-hmm.
important is it for you to build a relationship with them? How important is it for you to bring recruits in with you and bring the Noles back to a championship contender?
During the recruitment process, it's going to be really important. I'm already really close with Lamont Green, Boots. Him and I, we went to Florida State camp, like every year when we were younger. And, his dad played at Florida State as well. So him and I are really close. We're like good family friends and things like that. His dad keeps up with my pops, things that's going on with me and my recruitment. So him and I have been in touch some. And, if I do end up committing to Florida State, it's going to be really important, to build Tribe 23. Because those are guys you're gonna be playing with. Those are gonna be my teammates. Those are the guys that I'm going to depend on when it comes to winning the national championship. If I do end up putting that Seminole jersey on someday, so bringing guys with you, I feel like that's very important, especially building that bond. because those are going to be your brothers for the next 5 years, possibly. Because we're all juniors right now, so we'll have 1 year of high school, one more year of high school, and then 3 to 4 years in college. So I think that's very important, especially with this recruiting process. And so yeah, um, that's that's a real vital part when it comes to building relationships with guys in your grade that have similar offers, because you never know what could be happening in the future.
Yeah, we saw Travis Hunter and Rodney Hill, two recruits from the 2022 class, commit, and they put on their recruiting hats. They've been recruiting. They've been recruiting offensive linemen. I know you like that. They've been
Yeah,
recruiting receivers, everything they have, and now it's worked.
for sure, no doubt.
So after playing at Duncanville, you moved to Tennessee and to play at Ravenwood. What came to the decision to transfer?
To be honest, it really wasn't my decision. It was all a part of my dad's job. We had to move because of my pop's job, and so when it comes to family business, I can't really that's the way my dad feeds our family. So I just had to adapt. And but I've been loving Tennessee. It's been great. I love my head coach. I love my teammates. And it's been awesome. They've welcomed me with open arms. We had a real great spring ball. So yeah, I'm loving it. We've been having summer workouts throughout this summer, and we're in the dead period right now, but we open back up on July 12th, I believe. So yeah, our goal right now is to lock in so we can get this ring this December.
So now in Tennessee, it's your team, your receivers. You now have the second year head coach, Will Hester. What do you think you have to prove next season?
Uh, to be honest, I don't, as for me, I feel like I don't really have to prove anything to anybody, but, I have a lot to prove to myself. Uh, the number one goal is to win state. Uh, that's been our motto. Whenever we break it out, team meetings, team huddles, we always say 15. We want to go 15-0, win state championship. So that's the number one goal. And to be honest, I just want to dominate this year. That's my whole mindset. That's what I've been working for, ever since I got to Ravenwood. So, I just want to dominate. I want to win, and I want to leave no questioning when it comes to me being the best quarterback in the class of 2023. So,
So right now you're listed as a dual threat. What type of
mhm.
advantage do you think it is for you to be able to run and be able to move out of the pocket?
I think it's a real big advantage, because it's kind of hard for teams to, try to game plan against me, because I can both use my arm and my legs. So, I just whatever they give me, I take advantage of it, and yeah, I can sit back in the pocket, deliver the ball. That's what I love to do. Um, I really believe in my arm talent, and especially with the receivers that I have in my school, I feel like we're going to be really deadly this year. That I can also, whenever I get in trouble in the pocket, I can also extend plays with my legs as well. So, yes, sir.
So I mean that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully we
no
see
problem,
you
no
back
problem.
for maybe an
Absolutely.
official.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have anything to say to No Nation?
No Nation. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Yeah, it's been great. I've been, enjoying all the love that y'all been giving me on Twitter and Instagram, and I don't take it lightly. It means a lot to me, seeing my phone blow up with, no fans. So I am watching and I am aware. So yeah, I just want to say thank y'all and go Noles.